Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Sunday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parrish Construction and Roofing. Need an orthopedist? You go to Brock. You need a roof, you call Parrish. Remember, Rock, and Wine, just 6 days away. Coming up on Saturday. Get your tickets at brortho.com. Remember all of our sponsor info scrolling at the bottom. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, and Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars. Use code MATT15 for 15% off. Okay, y'all, back from UFC 318, was in the building last night at Smoothie King Center. Undercard was fantastic. The main card was really disappointing. Massively disappointing. Not only that Dustin Poirier lost, but you just had a lot of really boring fights. So, go this way. And sometimes that's how it goes, man. Styles make fights, and the matchmakers try to put together the best fights, most entertaining fights they can, while trying to give fighters the opportunity to climb within their division. But I mean, you had some undercard fights that probably should have been main card fights. Just a bummer. And it was a reminder. I was telling, I was leaving, went down with my brother-in-law, and we're driving back last night, and we're talking about it. So it's just a reminder of how often, or how seldom, really, how seldom events live up to the hype. It's so rare in sports. We spend all this time like hyping something up, and then it delivers. I mean, like, I give the example all the time about like the Super Bowl. I mean, we spend 2 weeks getting ready for the Super Bowl. It's this fever pitch frenzy thing, and Super Bowls, like, the average margin of victory in the Super Bowl is like double digits. The average margin of victory in the Super Bowl is 14 points. 20 Super Bowls have seen an average margin of victory over 2 touchdowns. I mean, the average margin of victory in the Super Bowl is 14 points. Yeah, I mean, the average margin in the NFL is like 3. The Super Bowl is 14. It's just, go this way. And so anyway, it was a bummer that go this way. That's why, like, when something like, in Omaha a couple of years ago, when Paul Skeens and Rhett Lauder faced off against each other, and the game went to the 11th in a scoreless tie, and Tommy White wins it with a walk-off homer. It's like, it's so incredible because it lives up to the hype. It's just rare that happens. So anyway, great career for Dustin Poirier. He picked a really difficult fight to go out on. And Holloway was just better. Max Holloway, they stood and traded the whole fight. It was basically a boxing match, and Max was younger, faster, on point, and just better. So, bummer. In the second round, if you didn't watch the fight in the second round, Poirier nearly finished. He caught Max, put him down, and was going to ground and pound. And man, if he had 20 more, maybe 10 more seconds, he might have finished that fight. But in the end, Max got saved by the bell, and God, it was loud in there at that moment, man. You couldn't even hear the bell. I mean, it's a horn, the air horn they blow at the end of the round. You couldn't even hear it in the arena. It was so loud, but disappointing. Anyway, we'll say some good mornings here. Also, Saints have agreed terms with Tyler Shough. That was something we talked about on Friday's AFR. He didn't want that to linger into camp. He needs every rep he can get. So thankfully they got that done. Fully guaranteed. Hey, Gwen, good morning. Good to see you there. Jason, Bubba, Thomas, Randall, Mortimet. Any word on Jay Johnson getting a pay raise? Honestly, Randall, I don't think that matters. You're asking the wrong question. Does Jay Johnson deserve a pay raise? Will he likely get it? Sure. But that's not the thing that Jay Johnson needs or wants. If you saw the report from The Advocate a few weeks back about revenue share, the percentage of revenue share that LSU baseball is going to get, that's what needs to change. And it's really hard because football is going to get 75% of that pot, and you've got to fund men's and women's basketball. And so that leaves a very small percentage remaining for every other sport to split. And LSU baseball's percentage of the revenue share is not very much. And that is not going to sit well with Jay Johnson when he's got to go recruit against Tennessee and Arkansas and A&M and Texas and Georgia and State and other programs that are investing a lot in baseball. So more than Jay Johnson's contract, what they need to fix is the rev share component for baseball. Hey, Trevor, good morning. Gwen, happy birthday to Drew's block party. Thank you, man. Drew's birthday was Friday. He had a great day. B77VM, good morning. Mark, good morning. Good this week. What?
Go Pat.
Okay. Yeah, Shough got a fully guaranteed contract, which I believe he's the seventh second rounder. Typically, traditionally, first rounders under this new CBA were the only ones that got fully guaranteed deals. But it's interesting, showing maybe a little bit of a sea change here with 7 players that were second rounders getting fully guaranteed contracts. But I agree with you. I'm glad it's done because you're going into camp with 2 or 3 young quarterbacks battling for that starting job, if you want to include Haener. But I mean, you can really ill afford to lose any practice time if he was holding out. David, good morning. Caleb, morning, Matt. Do you think with the transfer portal infielders, Reeves might be the odd man out with Dardar, Simpson, and Caraway? I do not, Caleb. I think that Tanner Reeves is going to be the starting second baseman. And I don't think that. I know that's what they want. And I think with Caraway coming in, he's probably the third baseman. But Caraway, Simpson battling there at third will be interesting. Dardar could very well be first base DH. He told us on AFR really all he wants to do is swing the bat. So first base DH. Hang on one second. Drew. You sit in your chair? You want to say hi to Dad's show?
Who's missing? Who's missing?
You want to come say hi to Dad's show?
Who's
Watch your toes.
missing?
Who's missing? Who's missing? Huh?
Pat.
What do you say?
Hi, Dad.
Okay. Hey, what day is today?
Sunday.
Yeah. What are we going to do on Sunday?
Who pick up on Friday?
Wait, no. What are we doing on Sunday? What are Daddy and Drew doing on Sunday?
Oh,
Going to the?
Mom.
Okay.
Who pick up on Friday?
Who picks you up on Friday? Okay.
Erica.
Erica? All right. Brett, fights were good last night. Johnson Zellhuber was fun. Man, I couldn't disagree more. That was a huge upset. And Johnson's an old veteran fighter. Bad stylistic matchup. Very, very little action. Hey, Guy, good morning. Happy Sunday. Kelly, good morning. Make defense great again. Good morning. Thomas, good morning. I love that Sophia's thrown. I love that Sophia's thrown in the mix now as well. Brad, good morning. I like your locked on about playoff expansion, but don't you think 30 is too many? Wouldn't coaches rest players late in the year? I don't think 30 is too many. I would actually go to 32. And by the way, so that wasn't a locked on. I want to get your opinion, all of you. So I really, really appreciate your feedback. So this YouTube channel that I have, I'm thinking of course, I'll continue to do Morning Scone here, but I'm thinking of doing a daily like college football video. I just don't know what to call it. Or if you have ideas, let me know. So yesterday I did a video just sort of as a test balloon, and I need to get thumbnails and graphics and logos. I just figured, let me just do a video and put it out there. And I did a video. So one of the things from last week's SEC Media Days is Eli Drinkwitz, Eli Drinkwitz sort of stumped for a 30-team college football playoff. And no, Brad, I do not think 30 is too many. I think they should go to 32, and it should be the top 32 teams. And I don't think coaches would rest players because I think you would still be vying for seeding. I think you should do away with conference championship games and have a true 32-team playoff with the 32 best teams, home sites, until you get to, say, the semifinals, if that's what you wanted to do. But let me know what. Give me a thought, if you would, on if you would like that. What you call it? Like, I have Locked On LSU for my LSU content, but I was thinking of doing more like a college football channel where it doesn't necessarily have to be LSU. It could be SEC or anything going on in college football, where I'll do maybe like a 10-15 minute video per day and drop it there. But I was thinking like, we'll call it Scone's Rants or Matt Moscona's College Football Takes, or I don't know. Give me some thoughts on what you all would think there. Hey, Patrick Gamorgan, thank you for helping spread the word about Coach Weiner. We'll do what I can. CHS more than 4. Yeah, man, I need to. I'm going to post that if y'all don't mind. Let me see if I can find the link now. So, Coach Dale Weiner, I think a lot of people know, has he's battling Parkinson's, and it's here it is. He's battling Parkinson's, and he had to have an emergency surgery apparently. And the family was requesting. I went to Catholic High and requested assistance. So as part of the annual appeal, which is going on right now at Catholic High, they are. If you want to give to Coach Weiner's family for the medical assistance, you can click on the link and write Dale Weiner in the comments section so it can be directed appropriately. So I'll make sure that I make a donation as well. And even if you can't make a financial contribution, if you would just offer prayers for Coach, and Coach Weiner is a very prayerful man. He's a devout Christian man, and I know Coach and their family would very much appreciate your prayers. Morning, Matt. Glad Max gave you. How was fight? You see Mike? I did not see Mike Anderson. Look, it's always great to go to a live UFC. I mean, I think we counted. I think that I was counting last night. That was either my 9th or my 10th live UFC. Been to 3 in New Orleans, 2 in Houston, 1 in Dallas. I can't remember if it's either 3 or 4 in Vegas that I've been to. I went to Silva Sonnen, and I saw John Jones fight twice there. But I feel like there's another one that I'm missing. Anyway, so it was either my 9th or my 10th. And it's always amazing to be in the arena for it. And there's strikes and gutters. Sometimes you get great fights. Sometimes you don't. So that just happened to be a day where we didn't get a great card. Happens. Gulf South, yo, what's up? Am I alone, or do you think second round picks getting guaranteed contracts is ridiculous too? I don't think that's ridiculous. I think that They all should get guaranteed contracts. I think one of the silliest things is that basketball contracts are guaranteed, baseball contracts are guaranteed, and football contracts aren't, because whenever they negotiate the CBA, the Players Association is more concerned with eliminating drug testing for weed. And
I want to take a bicycle, please.
you don't? Oh. Okay.
I want the
Well, baby.
not a bicycle. Begin.
Wait, stop.
Go.
Okay. No, I think the NFLPA has done a very poor job in their CBA negotiations, where what they focused on was like less practice time and eliminating drug testing for weed, so guys could smoke weed, and not things like guaranteed contracts. So yeah, I think they should be guaranteed. Like, it's absurd. You have a job, you're guaranteed your salary. I have a job, I'm guaranteed my salary while I work there. Why shouldn't professional football players have a guaranteed contract? John, good morning. Drew's good, thanks. Sucks Poirier couldn't pull it off last night. Great career there. Awesome career. Patrick, critically shine Shough. Focus on fall camp. Yeah, man, training camp begins 3 days for the Saints. Jacob, good morning. Jason, Shough finally signs his contract. What do you want me to do now? Win. Good morning, Matt. Wish Poirier could have walked away with a win. He went out fighting on his feet. Respect to Holloway for stepping back, letting Dustin have his moment. Let's see. You thought Poirier Holloway was boring. I mean, Max almost finished it in round 1. Dustin almost finished it in round 2. After that, they just stood and traded, and Max was just a much better boxer last night. I'm not talking about just that. I'm talking about the whole card. The undercard was great. The main card was not. I don't think my expectations were unrealistically high, Adam. I watched a lot of fights, man. And I'm not just talking about Holloway Poirier. And by the way, I've seen those two dudes war before. So a lot of times when you get to some of these pay-per-view events and you have fighters who are trying to climb the ranks, sometimes they fight not to lose instead of fighting to win. It's a weird thing to say, but it's true. Like, I'm not saying it happened in Holloway Poirier. I'm saying, like, on a lot of the main card, as guys are trying to, and the ladies are trying to elevate. Sometimes the undercard are better because you have, like, people who are super hungry and out there to put on a show. Brian Ashcraft, Max looked good last night. Circled the octagon well. Dustin had Max hurting too, and jumped guillotine pounding on Max. He almost landed that guillotine, man. I mean, if he had had 20 more seconds in round 2, he probably finishes that fight. Daniel, good morning. Question is, even though Shough's contract is now fully guaranteed, we're still able to save money because he was not a first-round pick. Yeah. So he gets a 4-year, $10.8 million deal. So the only thing that it would really affect is if you cut him, and then you'd have dead cap money. So Like his cap hit in year one is 1.9 million. His cap hit in year two is 2.4, then 2.9, then 3.4. It's just so minimal. Where it hurts you is the dead cap number if you cut him. So like if he didn't make the team this year, which of course he will, it's 10.8. Next year, dead cap would be 8.8, then 6.3, then 3.4. So not devastating, especially as the cap continues to go up. Hey, Aaron, good morning. Jeff, good morning. That's true. Aaron, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Please smash that like button if you would subscribe to the channel. Facebook, like the page, share the post. Wait on the stars here. Go to the mall and dad job. Morning, Matt. Fight didn't go the way we wanted. Realistically, nice of Max. Shough Louisiana doesn't so much love. He gained so much fans last night. Yeah, Max is a great fighter, man. I love the respect those guys have for each other. And Dustin went out. Dustin he could have gone out with a much more manageable fight. I mean, like we were talking about it last night. I mean, Justin Gaethje was there, and you know, could have fought Gaethje. Probably could have knocked him out. And Gaethje's a warrior. He'll always put on a show. But trilogy fight with Max was awesome. It was a great idea. It just didn't go the way we wanted. Hey Randy, good morning. Hope to see you the 28th in H-Town. I'll be there, man. A week from Monday, AFR in Houston at the Rustic. It's in conjunction with an LSU Alumni Association event, so we hope to see y'all there. And then we're going over to the baseball game. So watch the Astros against Dylan Cruz. It's a blower. Sorry. Blower. Cole Henry. I almost said Ty Floyd. So Monday the 28th, Astros Nationals, Dylan Cruz, Cole Henry, a couple of LSU former baseball alums, and they'll be doing Alumni Association events. So look forward to it. So if you're in Houston or know someone who is, Monday the 28th, AFR from the Rustic, downtown Houston. Look forward to seeing y'all there. Mike, frustrating to see LSU put great classes together, but can't nail a quarterback. Hey, man, like the Bryce Underwood thing set him back, man. So now you're just going to have to probably rely on portal. I mean, when Underwood flipped, not only did you miss out on a quarterback for 25, but Underwood had been committed for so long, the top guys in 26 weren't going to sign with LSU behind Underwood. And so you missed out basically on two classes of quarterbacks. So, I mean, I'll be really curious to see if Michael Van Buren can develop into that starter after Nussmeier. Or do you go into the portal after this season for maybe like a one-year stopgap as you build behind it? The portal allows you to, it's a blower. The portal allows you to fill those gaps. Go this way. Brad, have you seen the WNBA players demanding a pay raise? I thought the league just doesn't make much money. They don't, and it's stupid. It's not an anti, like, women's sports thing. It's just, like, let's see. In 2023, the WNBA generated $200 million in revenue. In 2024, revenue reached 671. Thank you, Caitlin Clark. Can you just give the revenue to Caitlin Clark? I mean, to be very honest with you, like, I don't care what they make in any sport. and neither should you. But that's why those things are collectively bargained. Like, you have a players association to negotiate contracts and revenue distribution and media rights distribution and merchandise licensing. All, like, that's why you have I mean, it's why you have a players association to go negotiate those things, and you have a work agreement. And like, okay, I mean, that's on the players to go negotiate their salaries and their contracts. It doesn't affect you or me at all, not a lick. So what if Patrick Mahomes makes $400 million? Like, does that affect what you're going to be doing on Sundays? No, you'll be watching the NFL. It's just whatever. Like, I don't care what they make. It's their business. And if the league starts getting more notoriety and making more revenue, then the percentage of, like, the dollar number goes up, because even like, if I think I just saw that the players made like 9% of the revenue. So if you go from so in 2019, the WNBA made $102 million in revenue, not net, in revenue. $200 million in 2023. In 2024, it went up to $671. Thanks, Caitlin Clark. And if you're making 9%, if the players are making 9% of the revenue, well, 9% of $671 million is higher than 9% of $102 million. So everybody's got a 6x pay raise. Okay? I just don't care, man. Like, I just don't care what people, like, it's not any of our business. It's the only thing that, like, the component of salaries and, like, with NIL or rev share that I care about is, what does it affect? How does it affect your winning? Meaning, like I don't care that Tyler Shough got $10 million fully guaranteed. What I care is, like, when you're signing a free agent deal or something like that, and how a deal is structured, is that affects your ability to win, right? Because you have a salary cap. So that's what I care about with the business of sports. Like, not that they're making all this money, it's how they're allocating it to build a roster. Does that make sense? Let's see. Love the baseball talk. Reeves will play a role even as a pinch hitter. Dude can rake and has power. Tanner Reeves, guys, I'm telling you, not guessing, I'm telling you, they want Tanner Reeves to be the starting second baseman. Okay. Reeves at second, Milam at short. Simpson was likely going to slot in at third until they had an opportunity to add another power bat in Caraway, who probably now is your third baseman. What does that mean for Simpson? I don't know. Dardar, right-handed DH. First base DH. Simpson maybe is a first base DH guy. Same with Eddie Yaman, who could also catch. But Aaron Beatty is going to be your starting catcher. Omar Cerna could be first base, right-handed DH. We'll see. Tiger Diver, good morning. Robbie, morning, Matt. Did your Yankees drafted Southeastern Louisiana pitcher Brennan Stuprich, who is Southern Conference Pitcher of the Year? I didn't. That's cool, man. Okay, here's some of the ideas. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Gerald said the Scone Report. CFB Talk with Scone. Another Matty Mo channel. I'm here for it. Scone Rants. Okay. Hot tea with Scone. Scone's daily college football take in 10 minutes. A little wordy, but don't hate it. Bailey said, this was my first pay-per-view fight. I was slightly disappointed. It was a card that was put together anticipating a lot of finishes. And it just didn't happen. That happens. Bump where he lost to Max. Carl the Cat, prayers to Coach Weiner's family, yes. Brett, as a fight fan, I want to see action. As a coach, I want to see technique. Zell Huber's kicks are perfect. It was interesting. Brett, does he have a karate or taekwondo background? It was interesting the amount of kicks he was throwing. They just weren't effective. Cy would have run Dustin. Almost shed a tear. Wish we had more LA fighters to have them represent us. Shout out Brendan Allen. How about it, dude? Brendan Allen got a big win yesterday. That was, I didn't see the that should have gotten fight of the night if it didn't. I mean, yep. Alan Vittori. That's, dude, I'm looking. Okay. It was okay. Please smash the like button if you would subscribe to the channel. I will tell you this, and I will concede. Sometimes watching, not sometimes, a lot of times, watching the fight in the arena as opposed to watching on TV are dramatically different experiences. So, like, when you're in the arena, you could feel the whether the crowd's into a fight or not, if it's slow, if it's moving, like. And it was not. The main card was lackluster, being in the arena. Maybe y'all had a different experience watching it on TV at home. But it's interesting, man. I just saw, I just Googled the fight, the bonuses, and there was the first article came up was like that Holloway Poirier got robbed. Like, my first reaction was that the Brendan Allen Vittori fight should have been fight of the night, and it was that was a friggin' war. Anyway, go south with boosters funding NIL and athletic department having to fund rev share. Will this prevent schools from firing coaches quickly? You'd have to pay buyouts and such, giving bad coaches extra time. It's a good question. Something to keep in mind is a lot of times those buyouts are not paid through the athletic department. Those are paid through boosters. So, a portion of a coach's contract is paid through the school's revenue, the athletic department revenue. But the bulk of it is paid through things like at LSU, for example, is paid through TAF. So whenever they are buying out a coach, they have to go fundraise to buy out a coach. So it's not like that's coming from the athletic department revenue. It's a good question. Hey, Lucy, good morning. Do you know what hotel the team is staying at for the Clemson game? I do not, but I think they're staying in Greenville, but I don't know the name of the hotel or what hotel yet, but I can try to find out for you. Hey, Mitchell, a lot of high school recruits out of Cali. Is baseball really that much better out there? Is where JJ's familiar. There's a lot of familiarity. With Jay in the West Coast. And Jay recruits nationally. I mean, he's always on a plane going to a lot of these elite events. And it's different in baseball because, you go to showcase events in Atlanta or, a couple of weeks ago during the draft, there was the one in Arizona we told you about. So you have these invite-only showcase events. And Jay obviously has a lot of ties in California and on the West Coast. So that's a big part of it. Hey, Garrett. Hopefully we'll get more UFC events in NOLA, even fight nights. Live UFC is a bucket list. Hopefully Dana will bring it back after seeing the sport in LA. I had this conversation with Ronnie Rance, who's the Louisiana Fight Commissioner now, if you didn't know that. And he was explaining to me, this was a while back, he was explaining to me why the UFC hadn't come back. And it had something to do with the it was a money thing. It was like you have to bid to host them, and then there's a revenue distribution thing with the arena, and it's something like that.
What to take for a walk?
Take for a walk. So really, it's not a lack of support thing. It's a dollars and cents thing. As the UFC makes decisions where to bring fights, and then it could be like what taxes they may have to pay in the state of Louisiana. So like there's a lot. It's a financial thing. I mean, it's a dollars and cents thing. Why? It's not a lack of support. So hopefully they've ironed that out and they'll come back. Because yeah, I mean, of course Louisiana will support it. I mean, last night was great. I mean, it was packed in there for. Go to swim. We got in there for the ESPN prelims, and it was already packed for the ESPN prelims. Like normally, like when I go to Vegas fights, it's a slow trickle. I mean, it's a late arriving crowd, for the main card. That last night, I mean, you had a lot of fight fans who were ready to see the whole card. Go to swim. Hey, Crystal. I know you probably missed Carly, but she was awesome and made history. Only woman in UFC history to win by both head kick and knee kick to the body. So I was watching Carly Judas on TV. So we went and ate dinner before. So we had a good full meal before we went into the fight. So I was the first fight on the undercard, Louisiana fighter, and dominant win too. So yeah, it was a great fight. Hopefully she's an ascending fighter. That'd be great to see more representation from Louisiana. But so Chris, I did see the fight. I wasn't in the arena, but I did see the fight. Daniel, wow, Matt, that's cheap. What's cheap? Ryan Amanda Guidry, what's up? You're talking about Shough's contract. Damon Wilson, if the Saints are picking top 3 next year, would you pick quarterback? Well, it's hard to say, Damon. Depends how they feel about the quarterbacks this year. Go this way. Like, for example, later we're going to go to the mall. So I know, and to your question, would the Saints pick quarterback if they were top 3 next year? And you say, well, obviously they didn't play well at their top 3. I think I would say look at the Bengals. This would be my example, right? So they drafted Joe Burrow. They went from 1 win to 4 wins Burrow's rookie year, so they're still drafted. I think they drafted top 5 the next year when they took Jamar Chase. Point being, like, I think the win-loss record isn't going to be good for the New Orleans no matter what this year. But you may still see progress with Shough and feel really good about him moving forward. So next year, if you're drafting top 5, top 10 again, you're not picking a quarterback because you feel good about your guy. You're picking someone else that could help you win. So let me see how it goes this year. Daniel, Gregory, Mark, how was your pre-fight dinner? Yeah, man, we went to Risotto Prime, which is in the Hyatt, so right next door to the Dome, and it was good. Had a steak. It was good. It didn't like knock my socks off or anything, but it was a good place, good vibe, really convenient. Kyrie. Entertaining main card. Old man MJ still got it. Pitbull iffy again until he hurt EJ. Holland DR was a banger. Wish Kevin was more consistent. Costa put on a clinic. Good summation. I wanted more finishes. Ryan, has Whit Weeks done any trading card deals that you know of? Been looking for his and Casey Nevis memorabilia. I don't know. Let's go for a walk. I don't know. I don't know if they've done trading card deals. Guy who would know is Bruce Fuselier at Primetime Sports. Well, this was 16 hours ago. It was Evans and Milam signing autographs at Mandeville's Chuck Sports Cards. Stephen Milam, Casey Evans, John Pearson. Sears. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You want Sears elevator? Huh?
Yes.
Is that what you want? Okay. All right. We'll see you later. All right. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. We appreciate y'all for being with us here. Thomas.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown.
Elevator.
Mall of Louisiana, Macy's elevator. There you go. I was watching videos of the elevators in the Mall of Louisiana. All right, as always, shout out to Parish Construction and Roofing. Stormed. Rain was awful yesterday. If you have roof damage, think you might, let us come do a free, no obligation roofing inspection. Parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. And of course, you know, Pete's go to Brock Rock and Wine 1 week from yesterday. brortho.com for your tickets. Joseph Holloway was better last night. It was awesome to see love for Dustin last night. It was. Mark, going to Saints training camp practices. Not planning on it. Ross Jackson will be there covering it for us. Hey, Rex, good morning. Gulf South. So an interview maybe a week ago where Dustin said he wanted to finish the trilogy with Gaethje. They gave him Max. Said he was fine with that. Mainly wanted the legend to fight. Hey, Dad. Good morning. Randall, imagine if you own a business and it hasn't made a single peso in 30 years. You finally find a cash cow. You think the other WNBA players would be kissing Clark's feet. They hate on her. It's true. It's a weird thing. Like, she is the thing that is singularly driving interest and revenue in that league. And everyone is benefiting from the windfall, and they crack on her. It's really a weird paradigm. It's like, I mean, I haven't seen a single individual have that gigantic of an effect on an entire ecosystem since Tiger Woods in golf. I'm not saying Caitlin Clark, I'm not saying the revenue is the same or the impact is the same. I'm just saying relative to the individual sport. Like, we haven't seen that effect that Caitlin Clark has had on the WNBA since Tiger Woods on golf. Boondocking and rocking, good morning. What lawsuit is Saban talking about that need to be settled ASAP? I didn't see, let's see. I don't know. You'd have to give me a link. I'm not sure. Sconer and friends. Morning, Scone. Been on vacation. What are your thoughts on Shores getting drafted before Ianson? Yeah, Kevin. I mean, remember, like, the MLB draft is just different. I mean, Chase Shores throws 101 and has a 90-mile-an-hour slider. If Chase Shores develops into a starter, he is a number one starter in Major League Baseball. That's his ceiling. His floor is an eighth inning setup guy. If he settles somewhere in the middle, like if he's just a reliever, he's either an eighth inning setup guy or a great closer. If he's a starter, he is a number one starter. So you have a much higher ceiling with Chase Shores. It's why it's interesting, man. He had a decision. Now, he could have come back. And had he come back and proved he could be a starter, He was a potential 1-1 guy. Could have made $11 million, But he'd already had Tommy John, so he signed a deal and went. But no, it's not surprising. It's just the Major League Baseball draft is a different thing than all the other drafts. Third and goal with Moscona. Okay. Inside college football with Matt Moscona. You complain more than a woman making all kinds of excuses when LS who loses. Why is just wow. That's a lot of capitalized letters. And Bill loses has 1 O. LOSES is loses. LOOSE is looses. Wow. A weird guy. It's Bill again. Yeah, accept, not accept. Yeah. What, baby? Up on 2? Wow. Bill came screaming this morning with awful grammar. All right, Lucy. You got to see it live, man. It's just such a crazy thing to see live. Brett, I agree with the Allen Vittori. Big mistake by Dana not having that on the main card. Kurt, last night's fight from the bottom of the card to the top is probably overall best fight I've seen in a very long time. Hey, Donovan, what's up, man? I saw Donovan last night at the fights. That was cool to see. Got a few shout outs last night. It was cool. Great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping and saying hello, man. Very cool. Bill, LSU just literally won the national championship. You dope. The Valentine guy. Yeah. He, I think that's a Bama fan who's talking about football, but using all caps and poor spelling. Yep. Suck it, Dale. Clint, what'd you think about Inside the Huddle with Matt Moscona? Clint, I would probably use an A at the end of my name, not an E. Vowels, bro. And vowels get everybody, Clint. Inside the Huddle. Is there a show called Inside? I guess there's everything has already been taken. Inside the Huddle. I mean, I'm open to the evolution of it. Because look, this show started, I called it Breakfast Scone. And then you all changed it 7 years ago to Morning Scone. So I'm open to some type of evolution. Dale and the haters, like Sophia. Gulf South, I know the NFL and every business wants more revenue. Do you think the rise in guaranteed contracts has to do with NFL adding so many games on streaming since owners need that cash on hand? So I don't think any of the owners are cash poor. I think they all are cash rich and are plenty capable of paying what they need to pay. I think as revenues go up, giving second rounders guaranteed contracts is just, I mean, like, for example, for Tyler Shough, the difference in guaranteed money from what he's getting and what he would have gotten is about $1 million. Like, it's just not a big deal to the New Orleans Saints. But in the grand scheme of the precedent you set, are you setting up now for third rounders to come up and say we win guaranteed deals? Maybe. Like, maybe that's something that happens in the next CBA. But but again, like, I don't care what athletes make. Like, I don't care what anybody makes. I mean, I'm a free market capitalist. Make as much money as you want. Like people are all incensed that, you know, the 8th guy on an NBA team makes $70 million. Oh, good for him. Dude won the genetic lottery, worked really hard, and is a rotational player for an NBA team and makes $70 million. I'm pumped for you. The only thing that as fans we should care about is how the front office allocates their spending with relation to the cap, because that will affect your ability to win. Not how much money they actually make. Hey, Jeffrey, good morning. Ross, did you make a football record prediction yet? I did, Ross. Maybe you should go check it out on Locked on LSU. Your team every day. Club. Great, Locked on. Thank you. Appreciate that. All good, Clint. I'm just teasing you, man. I always joke about the vowels. Whenever I do a radio interview, people are like, all right, tell people where they can find your stuff, which I hate when people say that, because truthfully, like, you as the host should know that, and you should say it, not me as the guest. But anyway, I always just say, if you can spell my name, you can find me on the internet. Good luck with the vowels. First and goal with Uncle Scone. Okay. Overtime with Matt Moscona, because you already do 11 shows. I do a lot of shows. That's true.
No.
Overtime. I like it.
No.
Matt, do we know if LSU fall camp starts? No, they have not released the schedule yet. Matt's Musings for the name of the blog, or just OT with Matt Moscona. The OT. Isn't there something already called the OT? There's something called the OT. I feel like I know that. Anyway, the OT with Matt Moscona. I like it. 5th quarter or overtime sounds good. Scone says, like Jane says. Done with Sergio. Okay. Oh, Fox. Okay, there's a Fox show called The OT. That's it. Overtime with Matt Moscona. Gotta go find one of those like AI logo making apps that can make me a logo. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try Overtime with Matt Moscona. I like it. And then you start making thumbnail stuff. So anyway, if you're just joining and wondering what that's all about, so I have this YouTube channel. Some of you are watching on Facebook, and thank you very much. But I have this YouTube channel that I've had for 7 years now, and largely it has been where I've just hosted Morning Scone. And I kind of want to scale a different version. So like I have AFR. We do Morning Scone. I have Locked on LSU. But I also have a lot of things that I want to. I also have a lot of things that I want to say about like college football as a whole. And I would say I could start a Saints channel, but I already have AFR Saints. So I wouldn't want to necessarily like, but you can already find my Saints content on AFR Saints. So, so I did a video yesterday talking about Eli Drinkwitz making an appeal for a 30-team college football playoff. So I did it's like a 14-minute video talking about that. So that's the kind of thing. So, like, could I do a video a day on whatever the biggest college football topic of the day is, or whatever is the most interesting college football topic for me, not necessarily LSU or even SEC. Like judge dismisses prior-led OSU lawsuit versus the NCAA over timeliness. Terrell Pryor filed his proposed class action against the NCAA, Ohio State, and the Big Ten. I don't really find that super interesting, but like, Trump mulls executive order on athletes' employment status. Can Penn State finally break through? You know what I mean? Like, tomorrow, this week, we have Big Ten and ACC media days getting underway, right? So that's interesting. Gulf South, will the channel name change? Probably not, at least not yet. I don't think so, Gulf South. I mean, I haven't given it that much thought. Really, I mean, I'm workshopping this live as we all sit here and talk about it. I mean, I did that video yesterday. There's no thumbnail for it. I mean, I have no logo. I just did a video and posted it. So, and as I looked this morning, it was at like 700 views with no thumbnail and no precedent ever to be at 700 views tells me, okay, at least there's some interest. So people watched it, commented on it. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Matt, I think people are constantly seeking views and thoughts on rev share, NIL, future playoffs, and CFP structure. See, the thing about rev share, NIL, all that stuff, like I have like a PhD level understanding of that. And I know a lot of people don't. And that's not, I promise it's not a knock or anything. It's just that stuff interests me. So from the start of NIL 4 years ago, I went deep into all that stuff. So I do have a lot of understanding of that. Maybe I could do maybe today I'll do like a video, like easily explaining NIL and revenue share. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. Let's have a good day, y'all. I'm gonna go take Drew to the mall in a little bit. We're gonna have ourselves a day. I got to record a Locked On for today as well. Give me a topic. What do y'all want for Locked On today? I did a bonus episode yesterday talking about Garrett Nussmeier and LSU being snubbed. Give me a topic for what Locked On LSU topic would you want for today? Louisiana, let's see. Louisiana Scone. For a short 2-minute timeout with Scone. You know a lot about it. Fans don't know everything. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's very kind. Thank you. Maybe I'll do that video today. Gridiron Scone. I think I like overtime with Matt Moscona. I think I like that. Because it's true. It is like just another thing. Ross, will LSU play any defense this year? Okay. You know what, Ross? You got it, Ross. Doing a video on LSU's defense today. You got it. In the trenches. Yeah, see, Marlon Favorite's already got in the trenches, or he's got inside the trenches. Saturday po' boy college football. All right, y'all, let's get out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Remember, please, all of our sponsors linked in the description on YouTube. I'll get them tagged on Facebook. Running the ball, bigger question than defense. Special teams. Manny, good to have you back. Looks like you had one. We did, Manny. Thank you so much, man. Brett of Pelicans curse seemed like they never help. I think they're just poorly run in every facet. Okay. We're out of here. Y'all have an awesome day. Thanks for being